Check one, check two, mic check, mic check. Mic check one, two, mic check one, two. Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Wainwright, Alberta. Thank you for joining us here tonight. We've got an exciting ECSHL Senior Hockey League matchup for you tonight between your Wainwright Rustlers and the Hughenden Jets. The Jets made the trip about 35 minutes up Highway 41 to get here tonight as these two face off for the second time this season. They played 3 weeks ago in what was a 7-8 barn burner in favor of the Jets. The Rustlers looking to get revenge on home ice tonight. But first, we'll hear the singing of "O Canada" before we get started. Here, and you ever Jets. Your start goals for you ever. Swanson. And for your Rustlers, 93. Tonight, if you turn your focus to Russell's blue line, please welcome tonight's Rustler, honorary captain, Alarm. American 6 years old and plays for Wainwright 7, Team 1. His favorite NHL teams, the Boston Bruins and Farm Academy. Carson Susie are his two favorite NHL players. Merrick's ideal pre-game meal is stripping around, and in his free time, he has play mainstays. Please welcome tonight's honorary captain, Merrick Alarm. At this time, I can rise the table to remove your hats to the play of all Canada. Sorry. And we are ready to go. Your starting goaltenders tonight for the Wainwright Rustlers, Thomas Eisman, and across from him, Carson Swanson in goal for the Hughenden Jets. The Rustlers come into this game 2-3, looking for a win to get back to 500 on the season. Well, the Jets slightly better to start the year, sitting at 4-3 on the season, as they look to stay above that 500 mark here tonight in Wainwright. And this should be a doozy. It'll be an exciting night of Friday night hockey here in Wainwright. And we're set to go. Jets win the opening draw, working across their own blue line. Chip it through the neutral zone, but can't get it deep. Comerford picks it up and slings it in behind the net. Swanson leaves it there for a defenseman. He sends it around the boards. And now Dubich picks it up. Chips it forward to himself behind the net, but Jets lose a handle on it just for a second, though. Now they're working in behind the goal once again. Rustlers are there to pick it up, though, and now Fletcher chips it forward, but can't get it out of the zone. The Jets able to get it in deep. Rustlers struggling to get out of their zone here, but they have an opportunity now. Fletcher with it. He'll carry it across the blue line, looks for the cross-ice pass, but his teammates were in the midst of a change, and they had to let that one go to avoid a too-many-men call. Now the Jets from their own territory. Chip it forward right through the middle of the ice. Almost a very nifty move there by Crone, but he couldn't catch up to that bouncing puck, and the Rustlers come the other way. It's Pfister. Send it across to Dicker, but he had a hard time handling that heavy pass right at the blue line, and he puts himself offside. We get a whistle here. Pfister wins the draw for the Rustlers, a battle for it there, and James comes away with it. He fires a low wrist shot, but that one's swallowed up by Swanson and held onto for a face-off. Wainwright with possession off the draws. Dicker plays it in deep. Pfister's there behind the net. Sends it around to James. His sharp angle shot. The pad save was made there by Swanson. Rebound bouncing around, and eventually he gets a glove on it to freeze it. The Rustlers have lost 2 straight coming into this one. That 8-7 loss 3 weeks ago in Hughenden, and then they had the following weekend off. And then last weekend, they lost 9-5 to the Provost Combines right here in Wainwright. So they're looking to right the ship and get back in the winning column here tonight. Still a scoreless game. Almost 2 minutes into the first period now. Horn with a good play to keep the puck in the zone on that clearing attempt. Clausen picks it up, but he gets knocked off his stick. And now the Jets come the other way. Dion tries to step around Horn, but Horn leans into him and knocks him off the puck, but the Jets able to maintain possession. Whitehead now, his shot well wide. But Bowman's there to pick it up. Sends it back in deep, and it caroms off the end boards back out to the point. Now a battle along the wall. The puck squirts out right on the stick of Cale Perkins. He'll lumber through the neutral zone and chip it in deep as he crosses the blue line and chase it down himself. The Rustlers go for a partial line change. And now Dorland picks it up right in front of the Zamboni doors, and his shot is blocked. Rustlers find it again, though, as Fletcher's shot from the point was swallowed up by Swanson. Again, another face-off here. Leggett wins the draw for the Rustlers. It's Olsen from the point. His shot through a mess of bodies just wide of the net. Jets chip it around the wall. Dubich sends it up quick to Anholt, who just sends a little fluffy backhander towards the net. And Eisman holds on to that one easily. Just over 3 minutes gone in this first period. Now battle behind the net. Comerford's in there and is able to pick it up. And the Rustlers turn it up ice. It's Fletcher, but it gets knocked off his stick. Berg there to pick it up. Flip it through the neutral zone. Woodward tried to chip forward, but that puck goes up and into the Jets bench. And this face-off will come outside the blue line. Jets win the face-off again. They've been strong in the face-off dot early on in this opening period. They work it up the left wing through the neutral zone. And across the blue line is Morrison. Slams on the brakes in the corner. And now battle in there. It's Comerford fighting for it. Able to kick it out to his teammate. And now the Rustlers come the other way. Fletcher down the left wing. Trying to hustle around the defenseman, but he gets cut off just inside the blue line. James able to get a long wrist shot from the point, but that one's kicked away easily. When that stretch pass for the Jets doesn't connect, Miller's there to pick it up from beside his own goal, and he'll skate it through the neutral zone. Fakes the dump and then steps around the defender and puts a sharp angle shot on goal that looked like it caught Swanson a little awkwardly, but he's able to Keep that one out of harm's way. And now Dion steps around Pfister, crosses the blue line. Isn't able to hold on to that puck, and now battle ensues along the wall once again. Pfister comes away with it. And a stretch pass from Miller doesn't connect, but it hits somebody's stick, so no icing, and the Rustlers hot on the forecheck, trying to force a turnover here. Jets able to escape their zone, though. And now Dion picks it up, carries across the blue line, sends it to Anholt, but he can't handle that pass. And stretch pass doesn't connect, ends up right on the Jets' goal. Swanson plays it off the glass out into the neutral zone. Creasy in on the forecheck, chips it in behind the net before taking a huge hit. And now almost picks off a Jets centering pass, but it hopped right over his stick. Now the Rustlers send it in on goal once again. And Creasy with a big hit on the forecheck, doing all the hard work down there in the offensive territory. And he gets it back here in the neutral zone. Trying to chip it across. He's got Clausen with him. A chance here. And a good shot there by Dorland. Looks like Swanson just got a piece of it, maybe with his shoulder. And a great chance there for that grinder line. And now a good save on the other end made by Eisman. He holds on to that one for a draw. Jets win the faceoff once again, and that shot from the point goes wide. The Rustlers play it off the glass and down the ice. Not quite far enough for icing. And Woodward forces a turnover beside the Jets' goal, but can't hold on to that rolling puck. Jets cycle it in behind their own net. Now they move it up the left wing through the neutral zone. It's Anholt. Steps to the outside, slams on the brakes, and works it back to the point. And that shot through a screen is steered wide by the paddle of Eisman. Leggett there to pick up the rebound. His cross ice pass to Comerford doesn't connect, and the Jets able to send it in deep. Rustlers quickly move it the other way as Leggett chips it in. Then the other Leggett chases it down. It's Brett Leggett in front of the Zamboni doors there, but it gets knocked out of his feet. The Rustlers regroup at center ice here. But Horn got his pocket picked, and now the Jets are looking like they had a golden opportunity, but Dion goes just offside. We'll get a face-off here. Still scoreless with 12 minutes, 40 seconds to go in this opening period. Good back and forth action early on in this one. Pfister wins the draw, and now this top line goes to work. James with a little toe drag and wrist shot from the high slot. The blocker save is made. Now James comes away with it from the corner once again. Dances around a couple defenders. Pfister with a chance here, and his shot just goes off the stick of Damberger and up into the netting. Pfister looking to open the scoring in this one. Top line of Pfister, James, and Dicker stays out there. Now Pfister had 4 goals and a pair of assists in that 8-7 loss to the Jets 3 weeks ago. He's hoping to find some of that success again here tonight. And a chance here, a hard shot there by Dubich, but a save made by Eisman. Looked like a shaft of his goaltender paddle made the save there. Now Pfister with a chance. His wrist shot is knocked down by the glove of Swanson. He picks up his own rebound in the corner. Tries to feed it over to Perkins, but the pass is just behind him, and he couldn't hold on to it. Now Dubich carries it across the blue line. Chips it in deep for Crone. He's got it behind the net, shovels it forward, but the Rustlers get to it first. But not for long as Olsen turns it over, and Eisman forced to make a point-blank save, 2 point-blank saves, and then a loose puck gets jammed home there by Braden Crone, and that's going to be a 1-0 lead for the Jets. But 8.5 minutes into this one, the visiting squad takes the early lead.
You're winning good goal, corner 10, winning goal. Okay, first goal, number 7. Small.
I apologize. That goal was credited to Anholt. Crone with the assist on that. Well, now Creasy chips it in deep, heads in on the forecheck. They're not able to pick up the puck, the Rustlers, and Jets come the other way as Dion puts a shot high on the glove side, but that's caught out of midair by Eisman and held on to. Comerford in for the draw against Bowman, and Comerford wins that one with a little assistance from his teammate Horn. And now the Rustlers with a chance in tight, and they bang away at it. Horn was right there, looking at a bit of an open cage there, trying to bang one home. But the save was made, and the whistle blows as the Rustlers will get the first power play opportunity of the night. Looked like Horn got hooked as he was trying to exit the Rustlers zone on that rush. And it's going to be Kevin Bowman serving 2 minutes or less for hooking. And as we approach the halfway mark of this opening period, the Rustlers will look to tie this game at 1 apiece for the power play opportunity here. And they've sent out Pfister, Dicker, and James with Berg and Mullet behind them as the first power play unit of the night here.
But
the Jets win the faceoff. Have a chance here to kill some time off this penalty kill. Good forecheck by the Rustlers, though. Pfister's able to come away with it. Gives it to Berg at the point. Now in behind the net. Battle for it there. The Jets able to ring it around the board down the ice, but Berg will chase it down.
Northern Trucking Training on
Mullet carries it across the blue line. Swings it around the offensive zone. Pfister's there to pick it up. Gets it back to the captain, Berg. Across to Mullet. Feeds it to James in the slot, but his backhand pass was picked off. Good job by Mullet to step up and knock down that clearing attempt, but the Jets have a second chance and they make good on it, sending it down the ice. And now we're going to get another whistle. Looks like it's going to be a Rustlers penalty. And after 67 seconds of power play, we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey as Calvin Dicker's going to head to the box, 2 minutes for interference. Tough penalty to take behind the play, taking an interference penalty on the power play, but the Rustlers have to go to work and utilize some speed as they almost had a break there by Blake Fletcher, but now it's Comerford down the left wing, but the puck just rolls off his stick. And the Jets have a chance to regroup behind their own net now. Morrison feeds it across to Dion, but pops over his stick, and the Jets go offside. Clausen wins the faceoff for the Rustlers. Horn's there to pick it up. Spend a little time behind his own net. He'll play a hard pass off the boards and finds Clausen on the left wing. He winds and fires that hard shot. His glove down by Swanson, but he couldn't hold on. And then the Jets send it down the ice. No icing call there. The Jets were already on the power play before they sent it all the way down the ice. So the linesman missed that one, but the Rustlers able to pick it up and clear the zone anyway. Down to 45 seconds left in this Dicker interference penalty. No icing there again. The Rustlers cleared out to center ice. Now the Jets carried across the blue line. Solid hit there by Berg. As the Jets try to cycle it around the zone here. Now up to the point. On the right side now, Damberger plays in behind the net. Off the back wall, and Wiseman able to find that loose puck and jump on it. So we got 6 seconds left in the Dicker penalty. 7:22 remaining in the first period. Still a 1-0 hockey game in favor of the Jets. Dicker out of the box now, and we're back to even strength hockey. And James carries across the blue line on the right wing. Drops it there for Miller, and his shot up high is knocked down, and Dicker completely redeems himself as he steps out of the box, works his way to the offensive zone, and bangs home a rebound to tie this game at 1 apiece. With 7 minutes to go in the first period. What a way to make up for an untimely penalty as Dicker cashes in no more than 10 seconds after he came out of the penalty box. And now the Rustlers with some life. They carry the puck across the blue line. It's Dorland on the left wing. His shot goes high and wide. The Rustlers work it in deep. Now they look to cycle it around. It's Dorland trying a centering pass, but it gets knocked way up in the air. Leggett with a sharp angle shot, and the rebound comes out towards the blue line. The Jets able to pick it up, but they can't connect on the cross ice pass. Horn from his own end, looking for Dorland. The puck eventually made its way to him. He carries across the blue line all alone as the rest of his teammates go for a change. And he pins it in deep behind the net for a few seconds there to give his line mates a chance to get into the play. But now we're going to get a whistle here. And it looks like we might get a pair of roughing calls. We are going to get a pair of roughing calls here. Bombers back and Dorland were exchanging a few shoves down there next to the Jets goal. And Bombers back was a Last man to throw a shot, but the referee decided to take both of them. So we'll stick with 5-on-5 hockey here.
Well, Monday, to Brian, number 22. To the Rustlers, number 27. Each. We're looking for Charlie Sunday, 5:57.
Dion carries it across the blue line, down the left wing. Finds a man in the slot, and that shot gets deflected way up into the netting. We'll get a face-off here. Anholt from the point. His shot knocked down by his own teammate, and now battle in the corner for that loose puck. The Jets finally get a hold of it, and that centering pass stayed out of harm's way. But the Jets on the attack once again. Dion had teammates going for a line change, so he just dumps it in, and now the Rustlers regroup. It's Cole Horn behind his own net, looking for his teammates to set up a breakout. Now Horn will carry it out himself across the red line, flips it way up in the air. Fletcher's going to chase it down in the near corner. Tries to shovel it forward, but the puck gets knocked down and ends up outside the blue line, so the Rustlers just have to dump it in. And the Jets come the other way. It's Trenton Small chipping it in deep. We'll battle in there with Fletcher, who comes away with it, flips it way up in the air. Dicker looking for it up in the rafters. And it lands right on a Jet stick. Whole lot of back and forth, long passes that don't connect. Nobody really setting up anything in an offensive zone here the last couple minutes, but now the Rustlers scoop it up and flip it down the ice, and that one ends up in the crowd just a few rows in front of us here. We get a face off down here in front of Rustlers goaltender, Tommy Eisman. 3:42 left in this first period. The Rustlers with the defensive zone face-off. Pfister wins it. So he gets it over to Mullet. He'll flip it into the neutral zone. The Jets able to work it out to neutral ice.
Ball. Station. North Star. Florida. Florida State and Bolton Project.
Pfister picks it up in front of the Jets bench, carries it down the right wing, in behind the net now, gets it right out in front to James, and his shot goes just wide. Mullet able to keep the rebound in the zone. His shot gets knocked down, but James picks up the loose puck, tries to feed Dicker in front. It got knocked off his stick. Now loose puck in the low slot. And Swanson able to get his glove hand on it. Freeze that. Bowman gets tossed out of the faceoff here, so we'll do it again. And his replacement wins the draw as the Jets come away with it. Long cross ice pass. Kicked into the corner by Bowman. He looks to chase it down, but a big hit thrown there by Miller. And Horn picks up the loose puck. Feeds it over to Leggett. He chips it forward to himself. Chips it forward to himself once again, and he'll chase it in behind the net. That pass knocked down out of midair by Horn. He'll carry it across the blue line. Tries to make a move around the defenseman. That puck got kicked away. And now Damberger picks it up. He settles things down behind his own net before sending a long stretch pass. It doesn't connect with Morrison, and we'll get an icing call here.
Reminder to make the good to empty power from the plastic. Keep it open.
Well, the Jets down the right wing. Shot through a screen, but right in the chest of Eisman, and he holds on to that one easily. A long shot from Waring goes wide of the net. The Jets able to pick up the loose puck, try and cycle it down low. The Rustlers converge and able to come away with it. Now it's Fletcher right through the middle of the ice, steps around defender, puts a backhander towards the net, but it goes just wide. Now he's got it pinned in the corner, him and 3 Jets. They fight for it. Puck comes loose on a Comerford stick, and his shot was knocked down as we hit the final play of the opening period. And a tough tripping call made there. And the Rustlers will go back on the penalty kill. Looks like it's going to be Comerford heading to the box. It looked like the puck carrier just lost an edge, maybe even stepped on the edge of the puck for a second and just kind of biffed it at the top of the faceoff circle. But the tripping call was made, and Rustlers will have to go to work now on the penalty kill with 42 seconds left in this first period. The Jets work it out in front, some rough stuff in the crease as they were driving the net hard and took out Thomas Eisman. The Rustlers come the other way, though, with a shorthanded opportunity. Couple whacks at it there for James, and he's got Pfister in front. James comes out and fires a shot high and over the net. So now the Jets come the other way. They just barely stay on side. The Rustlers able to clear the zone with less than 10 seconds to go here. And the Jets won't be able to do much with those dying moments as the buzzer goes. And it's a 1-1 hockey game after the first period. Rustlers will have 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining on the penalty kill when they come back from the break. But we're going to head for a break for intermission as well. We'll be back shortly for the start of the second period. Welcome back, folks. We are away for the start of the second period. The Rustlers return to action, and lone call there to start the second period by the linesman. As we got an icing call while the Rustlers opened the period on the penalty kill. So we'll do this all over again. As I was saying, the Rustlers opened the second period on the kill. 59 seconds left in the Comerford tripping penalty. And the Rustlers win the faceoff again and dump it down the ice. No blown icing call this time because the puck doesn't make it all the way down there as James had knocked it down trying to make a play. Now Miller is going to carry it across the blue line. Gets knocked off his stick, but James gets it back. Gets knocked off his stick as well, though, and now the Jets come the other way. Crone around the back of the net. His centering pass is knocked down, and the Rustlers clear the zone once again. 20 seconds to go now on the penalty kill for Wainwright. Good pressure there from Woodward to pick the pocket of Cameron Dion, and now quickly sends it up ice. It's Leggett down the left wing. Fires a shot over the net as Comerford comes out of the box, and the Rustlers are back to full strength. Comerford receives the pass right at center ice, is looking to feed it to Fletcher, but it went off a Jets skate. Fletcher able to get it back behind the net. The Rustlers with a shot from the point, but a good save made there by Swanson, and the Jets able to shovel it out into the neutral zone. Perkins sends it in deep. Clausen's going to chase it down. He's got it pinned against the wall now, but he gets knocked off his feet. He tries to get to that puck and send it out in front, but it ends up in the corner. And Creasy cycles it down low to Clausen. He gets bumped. Creasy picks up the loose puck here. Works it along the wall. Gets it up to Fletcher at the point, right back to Creasy on the half wall. He tries a little toe drag around the forecheck, but nothing doing there. And that's going to be an icing call against the Jets. The Rustlers will get some fresh legs out here for the offensive zone faceoff. Dorland cycles it down to Leggett. He finds a man at the point. It's Berg with a long shot looking for a redirect. But that one's kicked away by Swanson. Now Dorland fighting for it along the wall. Mullet taking a couple whacks at it. He sends a shot towards the net, but goes off the leg of a teammate. Now Leggett picks it up, sends it up to Berg at the point again. He fans on that shot, but that seeing eye puck finds its way into the net. I don't know if that was deflected in front, but the captain, Josh Berg, absolutely fluffed that puck towards the net. And the knuckle puck bounced its way through a mess of bodies at the top of the crease and beats Swanson to give the Rustlers their first lead of the night 3 minutes into this second period. Now the Rustlers with some speed down the right wing is James. He finds Dicker, and great opportunity there, but a good save made. Rustlers now battling, trying to pick up this loose puck off the rebound. James gets it in the corner. Tries to walk out behind the net. He gets upended. And now the Jets have a chance to come the other way. Dion with an opportunity there and a loose puck in front. And Cameron Dion tried to shovel that one home, but it went just wide. And now it's pinned in the corner. Two Rustlers, two Jets in there fighting for it. Dicker slowly making his way in. Pfister in there to help out. And finally, we get a whistle blown as there's a pile up in the corner. Miller coming in to defend his teammate who was pinned on the ground. And the linesmen finally break this up. And we're going to get a penalty here. It's going to be Cole Horn. 2 for roughing. We're going to get a pair of penalties. So a couple of roughing minors for a little scrub in the corner there. And we'll remain 5-on-5 here to face off to Eisman's left-hand side, and the Rustlers win it. Fletcher with it, plays it off the wall to himself, tries to chip it forward. Now, chance here. That puck gets knocked away at the last second by Dubich. Now the Jets work it up ice. And Holt winds and fires. The pad save made there by Eisman. And Fletcher comes the other way. He's got speed, he's got space and time, and he makes a move and scores! What a goal by Blake Fletcher. Kept his feet moving the whole way. And tucked it home short side. Swanson had no chance as Fletcher burned the defender. And tucked that one home to extend this lead. It's 3-1 for the Rustlers. 4.5 minutes into the second period. Now coming the other way, Dan Berger with a hard shot. Well, that one is blocked by Mullet before it could reach the goal. The Jets pick up the rebound. And Holt works it into Dan Berger, but Creasy able to pick that one off. Feeds it over to Perkins, who crosses the red line and chips it into the corner. Creasy into the forecheck. Picks up the loose puck, and his centering pass makes its way to the point. Mullet with it now. Winds, fakes a shot. Back to Berg. His shot was tipped just wide of the net. Perkins picks it up behind the net. Gets it to Mullet at the point. His shot goes wide. Berg able to work it in deep after the puck bounced off the end boards. But the Jets get it back and chip it out into the neutral zone. And they'll go for a partial line change for the Rustlers quickly the other way. It's Leggett in the corner. Feeds it out in front. But couldn't connect there. Now the Jets through the neutral zone. Trying to split the D was Morrison. Got knocked off his stick, but the Jets able to hold on to it. Now the Rustlers able to chip it out. Good shot there from Tanner Dion. Save made by Eisman, and we'll get another face-off here. Dicker picks it up in the corner. Feeds it to Pfister. Nice move to tap that puck around the defenseman. Pfister comes in, fires a shot. The blocker save made. Feeds it to Fletcher. He's got Dicker on his right. Couldn't get the pass across to him. Pfister sends it to the middle of the ice, and Fletcher with a long shot on goal was scooped up harmlessly by Swanson. We'll get a face-off here. Mullet winds but fakes the shot. Feeds it over to James. His pass gets knocked down. The puck makes its way to the point to Mullet. He looks for a redirect in front, but Pfister couldn't get a stick on it. The Berg plays it in deep behind the net. Cycled around to James. Back to Berg at the point. He winds and fires. And a good save made there by Swanson, up high and tight. And he holds on. Chance here for James. In tight, and Swanson swallows that one up again. Jets win the faceoff here. The Rustlers steal it back right away. Work it up to the point. Now down in the corner. It's Pfister. Plays it around to James. His sharp angle shot, and he scores. What a shot by Carson James. He cashes in on a nice play. The Rustlers prevented the clearing attempt. Worked it down low. Pfister with a nice pass to James behind the net. He steps out and fires a sharp angle shot right out top shelf. Makes this a 4-1 hockey game in favor of the Rustlers.
I want you to know, for number 37, 13, 16, 15, 19, 15, number 44, John, and that little 1253, even string.
Now the Jets are the chance in tight. Heisman with a good sprawling save. And the Jets work it up to the point. Bamberger trying to feed it down low, and the pass got picked off by Horn. Comerford chases it down in the corner, feeds it back to Woodward. Up to Miller at the point. His long shot makes its way through a few bodies. And Swanson makes the save. Johnson wins the faceoff for the Jets using his glove to shovel that one backwards, but the Rustlers steal it back. That shot from the wall is steered away with the paddle of the goaltender. And another shot from the point gets knocked down before it could reach the net. Now Johnson carries across the blue line. Dion feeds it across the way to Cameron Dion. The double Dion line out here for the Jets with an opportunity there, but Eisman makes a big save. Mullet swings it around the boards off the faceoff win. The Perkins finally able to chip it out to the neutral zone where the Jets pick it up and send it right back into Rustlers territory. Bergs reverses course up the ball. And the Rustlers get it out of the zone, but can't put together much of a rush. They work it up ice now and get it in on net, and Swanson covers that one up for a draw. Now from behind the net, Clausen picks off a Jets pass, gets it to Mullet at the point. His shot from the right side of the point goes just wide, and now a chance here Braden Crone had time and space for a breakaway, but couldn't pick up that long stretch pass. Jets maintain possession in the offensive zone, though, as Antholt sends a shot from the point. It doesn't get through. Damberger with a chance, but he fanned on that shot. Now the Rustlers pick it up. They come the other way. It's Creasy down the left wing. He doesn't have much help, so he'll take his time as he crosses the blue line, works it into the corner. Great effort by Creasy there. A one-man show, giving his teammates time to catch up as the rest of them were on a line change. But now the Jets pick it up and come the other way. Dion from just inside the blue line gets his pocket picked. Then Miller gets his pocket picked. Finally, the Rustlers get a hold of it. Leggett sends it in deep. He comes in on the forecheck. Battle in the corner. Dorland's in there. Leggett's in there. Dorland started to come away with it and then sent it in deep behind the Jets' goal. And now the Rustlers eventually come away with it. Miller fires a hard shot, and somehow Swanson got a piece of that with his glove. No way you could see that through about four bodies standing right in front of him, but he knocks it down and jumps on it for a face-off. Now the Jets with speed through the neutral zone. It's Gubich with a chance, but a good save made by Eisman, and a second save there. Good reaction to make the save off the rebound. And James now carries it and fires a shot, but right in the belly of Swanson, and he holds on to that one. We've got 9 minutes to go in this second period. It's 4-1 for the Rustlers as we're past the halfway mark of this game. The Jets now applying pressure in the offensive zone right at the side of the goal. That shot goes just wide, and the Rustlers able to pick it up. It's Fletcher with it now. He clears the zone, but not very deep. The Jets able to pick it up and send it back in behind the Rustler net. Dicker able to keep it just inside the blue line, but only momentarily. And the Jets come away with it. And a chance here for the Jets. It's the captain, Morrison, trying a centering pass. It doesn't get through, so he gets it to Damberger at the point. And now, from the face-off dot, a point-blank shot, but Eisman stands his ground and makes the save. And now Fletcher with a chance here. He steps in, fires, and scores! Blake Fletcher cashes in again as he picks up the loose puck in the offensive zone, stepped into the high slot and ripped a shot, high glove side, back across the body of Swanson. It was moving the other way, and he had no chance on that one. The Rustlers take a 5-1 lead. And we're going to get a goaltending change here for the Hughenden Jets. I didn't catch the goaltender's number as he was coming onto the ice.
I'm going to go. My fucking keys for number 37. Parking. Jerry. I'm sending that. 20 over. Is a 94. Oh, I'm like, no, 1141. I'm using Grant. James from Woodward and Comerford at 7:41 and Frank goal.
Rustlers now working around the offensive zone. Creasy leaves it there for Perkins. He swings it around the board. Berg's going to step in and fire his shot on goal. Well, Perkins can't handle that pass in the corner, and the Jets able to clear the zone. Now Berg from his own end flips it way up in the sky. Perkins is going to try to chase it down. It doesn't make it far enough for icing, so play goes on. Now Leggett kicks it up to his stick, cycles it in behind the net. Dorland will try to chase it down, but the Jets get to it first.
They worked
it through the neutral zone and send it in deep. Eisman comes out of his net to play it, and he leaves it there for Miller. He shovels it over to Leggett, who'll flip it down into the corner. And that pass goes off a Jets stick and into the Jets bench, so we'll get a face-off here. Just outside the Jets blue line. The Rustlers want it inside the zone, but looks like it'll come just in front of the Rustlers bench. Pfister picks it up off the face-off win. Leaves it there for Dicker, who gets it back to Pfister, and he couldn't tuck it home as that puck was rolling on him. Now the Jets swinging around the glass all the way down the ice, and no icing. And a risky play there by Miller as he tried to step out from behind his own net. Puck got knocked off his stick by a Jets forechecker and nearly had a scoring chance in tight, but the Rustlers able to come away with it. It's James with the puck on his stick now. He skates it through the neutral zone across the blue line, tries to toe drag Swag, but it gets knocked off his stick. And the Jets the other way now. It's Dubich. His shot goes just wide. And a huge hit there from Calvin Dicker. Knocks the puck loose, and now Fletcher carries it into the zone. His sharp angle shot is kicked away. Jets pick up the rebound. It's Anholt. Sends a pass to Dubich across the blue line. Well, the Rustlers steal it away. Jets get it back to the neutral zone, though, and carry it across the blue line. Can't do much with it as Fletcher picks it up. He's got some speed down the left wing. He sends it in behind the net as his stick had broke. He's looking for a slashing penalty, but no referee's arms are in the air. The Jets send it in behind the Rustlers' net. Wainwright can't get it out of the zone, though. And a chance in tight as the Jets were looking for a scoring opportunity there. Now they work it down low once again, and a good redirect there by Cameron Dion. Eisman stands his ground in the blue paint, though, and makes the save as the Rustlers try to work it out of the zone. They eventually do. Creasy with a nice move there. Plays it off the wall, and he'll chase it down. Boston's there, cycles it down to Creasy. Tries to work it up through the corner, but he gets pinned against the wall, and the Jets come away with it. Good breakout pass there, and now a chance for Crone in tight. He goes to the backhand. What a save made by Tommy Eisenman, flashing the leather. Braden Crone had all kinds of time and space there. Went to the back end, tried putting it up top. Eisman said, no, sir. And he keeps this a 5-1 lead for the Rustlers with 3 minutes to go in the second period. Now James down the right wing, plays it off the wall. Dicker racing to catch up to it. And he had a defender's stick up in his hands and he couldn't get a hold of that puck. Jets send it all the way down the ice, but it ends up right in the crease, so no icing call, and Eisman had to cover that up to avoid the forechecker, so we'll get a face-off. Battle for it in the corner. The Rustlers eventually come away with it. They're not able to clear the zone, though, and the Jets work it in deep again. But it's Miller with it now, skating it down the right wing, through the neutral zone, across the blue line. Sends it in deep, and Dorland's going to fight for it along the wall, but the Jets able to pick it up and send it out to center ice. Dion sends it forward to Anholt, who sends a pass along the blue line, but doesn't connect and scoots out into the neutral zone. Now Fletcher with it, slams on the brakes, but gets it knocked off his stick, gets it right back though, and now Fletcher gets upended just inside the blue line, and that's going to be a tripping penalty against Riley Johnson. He'll head to the box. 2 minutes for tripping, and the Rustlers will go on the power play. The Rustlers win the faceoff to open this power play. Mullet sends it deep to James. He'll work it in behind the net. Skates it over to the left wing. Feeds it to the point to Berg, and he tried to pass it back, but doesn't connect. Now he'll work it across the ice to James. He gets upended, and we're going to get another tripping penalty here. It's going to be Nick Laporte heading to the box. 2 minutes for tripping once again, and the Rustlers with a golden opportunity to extend this lead. They've got a 5-on-3 power play. The next minute, 37 seconds. Jets win the faceoff here, but not able to clear the zone. It's Berg from the point, over to James. Back to Berg. Over to Fletcher. Back to Berg once again. Back to James. His shot goes wide. Fletcher able to pick up the rebound. Gets it to Pfister. Down low. His centering pass gets deflected and ends up in the crease. We'll get a face-off coming up here. .26.5 seconds to go in this second period. Rustlers win the faceoff here. Looking for a last-second opportunity. James steps out in front, tries to go top shelf again. That puck rolled up on edge on him, and he flipped it about 40 feet up in the sky and into the netting. 18 seconds to go. The Rustlers with another offensive zone faceoff here. They win it. Pfister picks up the puck. Gets it to Horn, who fires and scores. The Rustlers cash in on the power play and make this a 6-1 hockey game. Rustlers going to take their time here and let this clock run out, and that'll do it for the middle frame. Wainwright lights the lamp 5 times in the second period to make this 6-1 after 40 minutes of play. They'll go rest up, put together a plan to lock things down here in the third period, and we're going to take a break as well. We'll be back with you shortly for the start of the third period. Welcome back for the start of the third period. The Rustlers leading 6-1 after 40 minutes of play. They look to shut the door on this one and get themselves back to 500 on the season. They come into this third period on the power play. 50 seconds remaining in that power play right now. Victor has it in the corner. His pass was knocked down. The Jets able to clear the zone. Now Fletcher with speed down the right wing. Slams in the brakes and loses an edge there, but gets the puck to a teammate. Now Horn from the point. His shot's deflected before it can make it to the net. And then a rip from Miller, but that one goes wide. Rustlers pick up the rebound. But the Jets get a hold of it now, just as Laporte steps back onto the ice, and we're back to even strength. Morrison now across the blue line, steps to the middle of the ice. His backhand pass into the crease, and a good save made there by Eisman. The puck hopped up over the net, and a couple of sticks knocked that down, so we get a whistle for high sticking. A good chance for the Jets there early on in this third period. Now Rustlers pass doesn't connect, ends up going all the way down the ice. Or an icing call. We're going to face off here to the right-hand side, the left-hand side of Thomas Eisman. Jets win the draw. They send a shot towards the net from the point, but that's knocked down by Mullet. Rustlers with a chance to clear. Berg takes a whack at it, gets it out to center ice. Now the Jets try to turn it the other way. That passes. Went off a shin pad, and they have to try it again here. It's Dion carrying it through center ice and across the blue line. But he can't handle that one. It hops off his stick, and now we get a whistle. It's going to be interference. Cale Perkins is going to head to the penalty box. 2 minutes for interference for Perkins, and the Rustlers will go on the penalty kill as the Jets look to claw their way back into this one with an early power play here in the third. Now we have a delay here as one of the referees doesn't like the things he's hearing from the crowd. And we're going to stand here and wait as the referee has ejected a fan from the crowd, and looks like we're good to go now as the fan has left the arena. Don't see that very often in senior hockey in Wainwright. But the Jets on the power play now as they work around the offensive zone. Down into the corner. Looking to find a shooting lane here. And a good chance there. Looking for a redirect at the side of the goal, but it went right through the legs of Crone. Now Horn has it pinned against the wall behind the Rustlers' net. Killing valuable time off that Perkins penalty. Great effort by Horn on the penalty kill, and the puck eventually squirts loose and ends up on the stick of Carson James. But he'll take his time and circle back and get the puck back to Horn in his own end. He'll send it all the way down the ice, in behind the Jets' net with 50 seconds left now in the penalty kill. Jets carried across the blue line. Dubich around the back of the net, feeds it to Crone, and his shot is kicked away by Eisman. Fletcher looking to clear the zone, and he does. Gets it over to Comerford, and now Comerford might have a chance here. He fires a shot, and he scores! Comerford picked up that pass, taking his time across the blue line, and he got in tight on the defenseman Anholt. Fired a quick wrist shot that looked to catch the goaltender Wyatt Johnson, just caught him off guard. And he beat him high blocker side to extend this lead to 7-1 in favor of the Rustlers. Now Damberger with a shot that was blocked by Berg. He picks up his own rebound, feeds it to Laporte as Perkins is back on the ice. Rustlers back to full strength. A chance there for Damberger, but Eisman with a good save at the top of the crease, and he'll hold on for a face-off. Rustlers win the draw. Horn has it behind his own net now. Leaves it there for Pfister, flips it up into the neutral zone. Rustlers send it in deep. Dicker in on the forecheck. A good spin move there from the Jets defenseman. Gives Hughenden a chance to break out. They're carried in the offensive zone, and an opportunity there. Bit of a knuckle puck from Swanson, but Eisman catches that one up high and holds on. Dubich trying to skate around the offensive zone, but got upended along the blue line. So the Rustlers had an opportunity to clear the zone. And now a clearing attempt catches the linesman. The Rustlers able to get it in the second time. In deep, Leggett's in there in the forecheck. He picks it up right in front of the Zamboni doors. Sends it deep into the corner. And then a loose puck at the side of the net is held onto by Johnson, and we'll get a face-off. .14 remaining in this third period. Rustlers holding on to a 6-goal lead. Looking to salt this one away. A chance here, and they extend that lead. Jeremy Creasy goes top shelf from the high slot. Buries that one to make it 8-1 for the Rustlers. With a little over 14 minutes to go in this third period.
Another goal. Even Fred goal. Jeremy Creasy. Awesome. Now my goal 14. Goal. Chris Frank Coffin. Coaching for the Venus Grand.
Now Laporte carries across the blue line for the Jets, but gets knocked off his stick. Looking for he could get a pass off, but the Jets steal it back, and a good chance there at the side of the net. Eisman with the better save. And now an opportunity here for the Rustlers. Woodward on the breakaway. He's all alone. He goes top shelf, but he scores, making it 9-1. He beats Johnson high on the glove side. And the Rustlers are running all the way away with this one.
Now that's their goal. 416. Tony Libbard. 15. Second. And the goal. 13-5. James Woodward and Flatman. 13. 4-5. Needs for the goal.
Now good pressure from the Rustlers in the offensive zone. Miller fires a hard shot from the point, but it goes off his skate, ends up behind the net. James picks it up, but the whistle blows there. We're going to get a holding the stick penalty against Derek Pfister. The Rustlers back in the penalty kill. Last time they were on the penalty kill, they're the ones to score. So see if they can make this a double-digit goal scoring output. With another shorthanded tally here. The Jets just trying to make something happen and get some juices flowing. They have a chance here. Dubich puts one high and over the net. A good scoring chance from in tight. And Miller fans on the clearing attempt. The Jets had another whack at it from the side of the goal, but Eisman stands his ground. Rustlers send it all the way down the ice. Horn clears it once again. As we're down to 11 and a half minutes remaining in this game. Berg's able to clear that one, and we're past halfway through this penalty kill now. Mullet fires it around the wall, but the Jets able to pick it up now from the corner. But Dion fanned on that pass, and the Rustlers able to clear it once again. Laporte carries across the blue line. And a hard shot from Anholt goes wide of the net. Laporte picks it up. Gets it back to Anholt. He steps in, sends a pass into the slot. The Rustlers able to steal that one away and clear it once again. As last few seconds tick down on the Pfister penalty. Clausen plays it into the far corner, and Leggett will chase it down. Chance now for Creasy, looking for his second of the night. But Johnson makes the save, and the Jets come the other way. Fletcher's able to sweep that puck into the corner as we reach the halfway mark of this third period. Greasy in there fighting for it. Jets poke it loose as Clausen goes in there to try and gain possession, but battle ensues along the wall. Fletcher gets hauled down. And eventually, it looked like the Rustlers were going to come away with it clean, but they still battle along the wall, and the Jets now come away with it, work it into the crease. And Eisman stands tall there and holds on for faceoff, and now we're getting a little testy down there in this runaway hockey game. Some rough stuff going on down by the Rustlers' goal. Well, the Wainwright players were not too pleased to see Crone getting physical in the blue paint with the Rustlers goaltender. They stand up for Eisman and send a message, and it looks like we're going to get at least one penalty. Damberger heads to the box for the Jets. We've got the captain speaking with the officials here in front of us, in front of the penalty box, and now the Rustlers' penalty box door opens. Lots of discussion going on here, and no Rustler has gone into the penalty box yet. Now the Rustlers' penalty box door closes. So it looks like we might get a Wainwright power play here. And that will be the case.
Hughenden goal, number 14, no, Swanson. Britain goal, number 4, line 13. Hughenden penalty, number 18, Justin Damberger. Connection side.
They're calling a goal on the play. So the official ruling is the Jets scored there, but then took a slashing penalty. So it's 9-2 for the Rustlers. Scoreboard says 8-2, but it is 9-2, I believe. And now we get another whistle. It's going to be a tripping penalty. And it's going to be against Johnson. And now more rough stuff in front of the Rustlers bench. Things are getting messy here in the second half of this third period. And now Calvin Dicker's going to head to the box. It's going to be a roughing penalty, and he's going to make sure the official knows that he's not happy about that. We've got all kinds of hostilities going on here. This third period is just going to drag on, it seems. 8:25 left in this hockey game. And now it looks like it should be 5-on-4. And now the Rustlers will send one more man out on the ice. It's got a pair of offsetting penalties here in that whole hullabaloo. And the Rustlers' power play will continue. It's got 1 minute, 10 seconds left in it. Horn from the point now. Tries to get it back to Miller. That comes out into the neutral zone, so the Rustlers regroup.
The next ticket is a blue ticket. Ticket number 088 7792. That's a blue ticket 088 7792 for $1,090.
Now Creasy carries it down the left wing across the blue line. 25 seconds left in the power play for the Rustlers. He gets it to Horn. His shot is deflected wide. And Pfister jams one home at the side of the net. And the Rustlers make it 9-2. 9-2 on the scoreboard. I have a feeling it might actually be 10-2, but we're going to go with the 9-2 on the scoreboard. Now Olsen with it tries to feed Leggett, but that pass sailed over his stick and all the way down the ice for icing.
Congratulations to our Richmond giveaway center site decrease. I work for Hans and Kevin Vincent, the team.
A little over 7 minutes to go in this third period. The Jets win the faceoff. Long shot from the point goes wide.
Congratulations. You can make $1,000. Yeah.
And the Rustlers' timekeeper wins the 50-50 tonight of almost $1,100. Leggett steals that puck away, chips it off the glass and out into the neutral zone. Jets carried into the zone, looking for a chance here. That backhand shot is steered wide by Eisman. Rustlers not able to clear the zone. Bowman sends a shot towards the goal and a chance there. And I believe that was Crone buries one for the Jets. Shrink that lead a little bit and makes it 9-3. The Berg placed up the middle of the ice. The pass is picked off by Bowman. So the Rustlers regroup just inside their own blue line.
Written promos that be added beyond the 23.
That puck took a really weird hop off the end boards. Nearly came out right in front of the Rustlers' goal, but Wainwright able to hold on to it. Fletcher's going to carry it himself across the blue line. Gets it up to the point, but just out of the reach of Berg and all the way down the ice. Crafty play by Eisman to outweight the forechecker and play it off the boards to a teammate.
Russ would like to thank any following sponsors.
Rustlers sent it all the way down the ice.
More style.
No icing, though. And the Jets will quickly move it up ice. Nice little hit from Horn right along the blue line, knock the puck loose. The Rustlers come away with it. Now Miller trying to stretch pass right at the middle of the ice. Couldn't find Perkins, but Perkins still battling for it. The Jets able to clear the zone anyway. Now Dion up the right wing, swoops towards the net, gets a shot off, but Eisman made the save easily on that one. And then a long shot, bouncing puck from the point. Steered away by Eisman. Rustlers clear the zone, and now Clausen's going to pick it up. 4.5 minutes to go in this one. Rustlers with the 10-3 lead. As the timekeepers fix the score, which I had thought they had missed a goal on the scoreboard, and it turns out they did. So it is a 10-3 lead for the Rustlers as Eisman catches that one in his mitt and holds on for a faceoff. Now the Jets send one right out in front, a good chance right in front of the net for Anholt, but Eisman with another good save. And James shovels it forward for Pfister. He can't get to it in time. James picks up the loose puck, though. Able to fight off a couple of defenders and send the puck in behind the Jets net.
14. Start. This point in the big front. They might also military institutions. Saturday, 7:14. Game spot. Game spoiler.
Forgot to mention earlier, it is food bank night here in Wainwright, and the Rustlers had donation bins set up at the gate for supporters to make donations to the food bank, and it's always a great night as the local senior hockey team supports a great local initiative supporting the Wainwright Food Bank.
And that's what it is. One after.
Now Leggett from the side of the goal trying to bang one home. Rustlers cycle it down low. Dorland's going to pick it up in the corner. He'll get it to Leggett. We cycle it back around to Dorland behind the net. Leggett tries to get it up to the point. That pass was picked off, but he was still able to steal it back and send it down low as the Jets now chop it out into the neutral zone. Horn picks it up there and sends it to Creasy, who just chips it forward with 2.5 minutes to go in this game. The Jets are going to fall to 4-4 in the season after this one, and they'll have the rest of the weekend off. They'll play the Forsberg Flyers at home at the Hughenden hangar next Saturday. Up next for the Rustlers, they'll hit the road tomorrow night for their longest road trip of the season, heading out to Stettler Second longest? Hmm? Oh, Delburn's further away. So the second longest road trip of the season. So the Rustlers after tonight will be 3-3 on the season. Stettler also 3-3. They don't play tonight, so they'll have fresh legs tomorrow night on home ice. But Stettler Imperials and Wainwright Rustlers will battle for positioning in the league standings tomorrow night. And then they'll head to Coronation next Friday night. Coronation is 0-4. The Royals were heading into tonight's action. And then the following night, they will host Oyen here on Saturday, December 14th for the Military Appreciation Night, which is always an exciting night here in Wainwright for the Rustlers. We'll be here on YouTube bringing you all the action live if you can't make it to the arena. But if you can make it to the arena, be sure to do so. It'll be a fantastic night here at Vision Credit Union Arena. The bar will be open. The 50-50 tickets will be available, and we'll have a lot of fun here as the Rustlers honor the Canadian Armed Forces. As the clock ticks down on this one, the Rustlers earn themselves a 10-3 victory here on home ice and get their revenge on the Jets in a big way. And even the season series at 1-1. And they're content just letting the clock run out, and that's going to do it. A huge victory for the Wainwright Rustlers as they get back to their winning ways, and they'll look to carry over that momentum tomorrow night in Stettler. Well, that'll be it for us here tonight. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay warm. We'll see you next weekend when the Rustlers host Oyen on Saturday night at 8 p.m.